Hi everyone, this is Carlo and welcome to a brand new video. First long video of 2021. And guess what? We are in lockdown again. Oh, what a day. Today's video is for all the Instagram lovers. I'm gonna show you 5 ways, 5 tips to keep your Instagram awesome during a lockdown. As some of you know, my Instagram is called The Artful Wanderer, just like my blog, and it used to feature my favorite travel content. Then COVID-19 started and the traveling stopped. The question now is, how do we keep having a smashing Instagram feed in times when we cannot travel freely, we cannot join social events, we cannot experience Instagrammable moments on a regular basis? È un problem, yeah? These are my 5 tips for you. Number 1. Work on the feed aesthetic. This is actually the perfect moment to take a step back and rethink the general look of your Instagram. You want the people who stumble upon your feed to have a great first impression and press that follow button. A great way to create an aesthetic that is cohesive and recognizable of your specific content is to use a homogenic filter setting for all your photos. Take a look at these examples. This one has an overall focus on pink tones. This one plays with soft blues and whites. And this uses the gorgeous combination teal and orange. You can do this very easily and for free. Download on your phone the Visco app, which is the app that I normally use to edit my photos. If you open the app, you will see it has filters and tools that you can choose to create your own settings. What I suggest you to do is create your own preset and apply it from now on to all of your pictures. If you want some ideas, you can check my YouTube shorts on my channel. I created 1-minute tutorials to recreate my presets. And if you want more, you can go on Pinterest and type in the search bar free Visco presets. You will find many visual ideas to choose from, and you can customize them and again, create your own ones. Number 2. Work on structure and composition. The truth is, no matter how good looking you are, an Instagram made of only selfies is boring. At some point, people will think, okay, we got it, you have eyebrows. I know we have to stay home, but sweetie. Instead, an alternation of selfies and different shots that are coherent with the concept of your Instagram. They can be landscapes, travel memories, infographics, quotes, will give your feed a much better look. You can also create an interesting visual grid, planning your photos a little bit in advance, organizing them in trios to make horizontal lines or vertical ones. You don't need to go to exotic places or have really expensive props to create a visually stunning Instagram feed. If you're stuck in lockdown, why don't you try and create a minimalistic feed? Crop your selfies, showing only portions of yourself against the plain background. Balance the subject with what is called the negative space, so that the look of your Instagram will be clutter-free. Simple but stunning. Number 3. Focus on stories and storytelling. If your followers also follow a lot of other accounts, it's possible that the algorithm of Instagram will not show them your pictures, or it will push your content down. Creating frequent Instagram stories is a way to pop up at the top of the home page and say, hey, I'm here, me. Look at me. But your Instagram stories don't necessarily have to be pictures of your lunch or selfies or one of those roulette things that are so 2019. There can be something more curated, more exciting. They are called stories, so why don't you use them to tell a story? I use an app called Unfold. It provides templates and layouts to create beautiful stories combining pictures and videos with graphic elements and text. I subscribed for the Plus version that gives you gorgeous collections of templates such as film, paper, journal, but you can create awesome stories even with the free version. I've started using Unfold to post stories about my experience working on a cruise ship. And you'll be surprised with your followers' response once your stories start to have a unique style and a storyline. So find your style and start telling stories. And don't forget to highlight the series that you create, so that people can always go back and browse them. Number 4. Keep a wanderer approach. This was a wink to the title of my blog, The Artful Wanderer. advertising space. As I was saying at the beginning, most of the content that people normally post on Instagram comes from traveling, attending social events, interacting with friends, all things that are forbidden in a situation of lockdown, unfortunately. This means that we have to make the most with what we are allowed to do. Let's go out. London is under a super strict lockdown at the moment, but we are allowed to leave the house for exercising or for a walk, staying locally. I'm lucky enough to have a park and the river basically within a 5 minutes walk from my house. If you keep a wanderer approach, you can find interesting and beautiful spots in the area where you live, which can be turned into awesome content using filters and text. If lockdown is not so strict where you live, this is the right moment to rediscover your city and dedicate a photo series to your hometown. We may take the city we live in for granted, but there's always people that will find it new and awesome. So yes, keep the approach and the eyes of someone who sees something for the first time. If you're in isolation and you cannot leave the house, why don't you consider a house tour or a tour of your room? Dedicate posts to particular objects that can have a special value for you, something that tells a story or brings back memories. Or you can document your stay-home journey, making one post a day and blogging a bit in the caption. Again, everything can be made interesting with storytelling, and it's not true that people don't read the captions, so make an effort. Number 5. Focus on connecting and growing. You can use lockdown to set in place a little strategy to grow in terms of followers and presence online, which is useful either you have a business account or a personal one. Instagram is a social media, so connecting with the others is a key element. The more you interact with your followers, liking and commenting their posts, the more likely they are to see your posts. You can, for example, choose 10 accounts that you like. 10 accounts that you like, and they are similar with what your account is about. It can be fashion, traveling, beauty, lifestyle. For each account, find the 10-15 accounts that mostly interact with them and start interacting with them, liking their pictures, commenting, direct messaging. Just don't be a creepy weirdo. Don't message randomly, just maybe ask questions about the photos, show a genuine interest. You will see that connecting with others will open new doors for your Instagram growth. It's also important to frequently research hashtags to use. They need to be pertinent to your photos because the algorithm of Instagram wants to index your content correctly. Go for a few big hashtags that have between 100k and 500k posts within, and a few smaller ones, maybe more detailed ones, that have at least 5,000 posts. Try to always location tag your photos. If you're at home, don't put your home address. It's full of bad people out there. But you can tag your city and your area. It's a way for your photo to be discovered in a location search. Keep creating quality content daily. Posts, stories, keep consistent and you will keep growing. I hope this video gave you a few ideas to keep your Instagram awesome during these shit times. If you liked it, don't forget to subscribe and click on the bell. Have a good day, stay safe and see you next week. This is a lockdown haircut.